Hey YouTube, it's Rob. I have a pretty cool video set up for today. Um, this is that area I've been finding out that all the continents reverse here for some reason. Well, actually, I know why. But yeah, they reverse the way they sit now because they were all made by the same exact process, and therefore all of them have flipped. And the reason they flipped is because this is a vortex. This was spinning around like a tornado, and I can prove it. And it's let me show you what I'm talking about. What I'm finding out is that this is actually this is parts of the vortex that you're seeing. You're seeing the results of it. That you could tell it's spinning, and you could tell that the tail here on, or the peninsula, I guess would be correct what it is spinning too. That's what makes that's what made the planet. You can see these marks right here, the same thing. They're spinning. These are Birkeland currents and vortexes, and that's what this is basically. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Remember my last video, I showed you how North America fits in here backwards, reversed. And let me just show you again. You can see that these pointed tops are the reoccurring patterns of each other. But you can also tell as it comes in that this definitely sat in here like this. And let's see. As I bring it in, as this gets closer, you can see that this kind of lines up here. And that lines up kind of like there. And this lines up kind of like with this right here. But then I know some people are like, well, this doesn't line up with anything. But it does. You just have to go a little bit further. You see, it's not like going to have an exact cutout of North America to line up with. It's going to be parts of it because it's moving. And it's like it makes, different parts, and how they get put together is based on something, I mean, but what I'm concerned about is reoccurring patterns. I'm not looking for an exact duplicate of the continent to match up to. I'm just looking for similarities between land features, because those similarities mean there's a connection, and and it has to do with their creation. So that's really what all I'm concerned about. I've kind of gotten the hint now that some people, they don't believe me because they think that all of this should line up with something at once, but that's not the case. That's not how geology works. And so it's not like a perfect mold that it comes out of, but it's damn close, so I'll tell you that. Okay, so that lines up there. Let's take a look back up here again. Here we go. See, we're getting closer. It's coming in. Then you got this. Oh yeah, and this right here, by the way. This starts to line up with this right here. See that? Right down to here. And as I bring it in, you can see more stuff's lining up here, but over here is where I'm concerned about right now. Boom, like that. And you can see there's those mountains that line up. That's a positive match. And see how this lines up? And when this lines up, this lines up. And then this lines up right here. And this is where it's this can't be challenged. If you know anything about geology, that rarely are things supposed to line up and match, let alone match perfectly like this. You see that? So perfectly that it also does it again, because it's reoccurring patterns. And these line up now with the ridges. You see that? I hope I hope everybody sees that, because you can know now that I'm onto something here. I'm right, actually. I already know what I know. So it's just now if I can get people to see what I know. But you can see how that lines up right there. And when that lines up right there, this lines up right there. So what are the odds that you'd have the perfect distance between these two and line up the peaks up with these islands? As a matter of fact, I still need to check this island right here, because I'm wondering if it's actually missing. There might be a piece missing off the west coast of North America that might belong to, actually. But anyways, so that's that. That's pretty much a done deal. You can, and if that doesn't convince you, if I spend more time, I'll find even more details down to the finest resolution you could possibly imagine. I'll find alignments, perfect ones. That's what happens when you have the truth on your side. Evidence isn't really such a big deal. When people ask me for evidence, I don't sweat it at all, because I know that if they actually looked, they would be blown away with the amount of evidence that I have. It's just being honest too. I mean, it's not like I made the evidence. It's just it was always there. And then as I'm going through, you can see that this lines up too. Pretty good too, wouldn't you say? Here's a Yellowstone. And you can see that Yellowstone Park is heading for this big mess right here. See right in there? You can tell something happened underneath this layer. It's being covered by this upper layer. No plates, just layers. But you can see there's a connection with Yellowstone Park there. Okay, so enough of that. There's other things I want to show you that are actually even trippier than this. Like Central America, reversed. Again, reversed. This is somehow responsible for reversals of land masses and features. So here we go. And this trench too, right here, that's something pretty trippy. Okay, as you can see, we're coming in right now. Oh, let me get rid of this stupid thing. Hold on. Okay. There, right there, I believe. You can see that this lines up in here. And then turns, and this lines up in here. You can see that areas do line up. They're just a little different, but they definitely were on top of one another at one time. Okay, let me see what else we got going on since that's there. I wonder how far this goes. Oh, probably just goes like that. That's it. Okay, I'm just looking for other stuff. There you go, the South America. As that lines up, you can see South America lines up too. And this too, of course. It looks like I just have to slightly rotate it, but I don't know, I'm confident with it. Let's see what happens when we bring it through. Yeah, stuff still lines up more. This now becomes his head. Well, what I call a head. You see these other lineups? And what proves that this lines up is, well, you got those islands right there. And you can see that they're certain distance apart from each other. They look actually pretty organized. And so do the marks that they fill in right here. You can see they line up. It's weird because you see the first line up here. Bang. Then that. Then this comes in and you can see that. Let's see, you can see that something cut in. Yeah, they cut in like at an angle. And another line up right there. Because this flowed through. There it lines up back here. Let me back out a little bit so you can see better. See that? And then as I line that up there, you can see that, yeah, this is lining up with these marks right here. This is like forensics, man. I'm telling you, this is just as good as forensics and proving that this is actually what happened. When the people tell me that I can't use Google Earth for evidence, you know they don't know what they're talking about, of course. Okay, so then look what happened. I can see what's happening right now. Back. As this moves through, of course, this is going to line up here. See, watch. See how you got this first line right here? Well, here it comes. What made it? Boom. And then you can see, look. I don't know how anybody could claim they can't see this, but I'd be surprised if someone did claim they can't see this. See that? And you see these, here's those squared islands and stuff filling in right where the gaps are. You can see this runs right up into there. Right there. Perfect fit, like teeth marks at a murder scene. This guy would be going to prison if that's what was happening here. Look at, as I bring this back in, see the alignments that just happened and are happening right there. This is solid. This is why I love this, because this is me proving the trolls are ignorant. Someone has to do it. I mean, you seen how they attacked me. Look how stupid they look. I mean, they don't really know what they're talking about, man. Like I said, man, I already told them this is a checkmate. They don't even know it yet. I knew it. Not to brag, but they have it coming. You know what I mean? So you can see that this is still lining up everywhere. And then here comes our discharge. Here's another thing that people claim that I can't prove. And oh, yes, I can. I claim that the Amazon River is an electrical discharge. And you better believe I can prove that. Because you can see how it lines up here. Rivers don't do that. They don't line up on the other side of the planet with land features. Okay? Not from water erosion. It doesn't happen. And that's what's happening right here. You can see it with your own eyes, right? You can see the... What are the odds that a river system's going to match that? Really? Come on. And go around this. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? The hell, I can't prove that this is a electrical discharge pattern. I just did. You think anybody can actually dispute that one right there? There's no chance of that. And then what's funny is as that fills in there, you look right here, and you can see that fits right there. That right there, and these are opposite sides of the Pacific Ocean. That's where these land masses are from. Opposite sides of the Pacific Ocean. There's a Pacific plate between there, according to plate tectonics. So if there's a plate between these two areas, why am I lining them up right now? And as I line this up, you can see that this lines up right here, perfect with the islands. I can see it with my own eyes. There's no way that somebody can discredit this. I get these people that think they can, but that's all they can do is they think they can. That's nothing more. I have yet. That's why you haven't seen anybody yet prove me wrong. And I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just saying that this is the truth. I found this. It's real. Plate tectonics can't be real. This proves that plate tectonics cannot be real, and it proves it very convincingly, because this is just one piece. I got more. So anyways, somewhere along the line here, you can see how this is lining up right there. River systems don't do that. They don't wear patterns. They don't make patterns and replicate. They're at the mercy of the land features and gravity. So every river should be random, but you can tell that this is not, because you can tell that looks like the beginning of a spill out. And then let me get back here. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's freaking good, actually. All right, let's see what else we got. I know I have an idea. Let me show you what happens when you put to prove my point double. Here is South America lined up, and we know it's lined up because I showed you how good this alignment is. There. And then we had North America come in and line up here. Let's see what happens when I combine the two. Okay, you see that? See how they fit together like a puzzle piece? God, I imagine trolls right now must be flipping out. And as we come in, yeah, there we go, like that, remember? And what happens when I bring that in? There's Yellowstone Park, by the way. And you're going to see what used to sit on top of Yellowstone Park, this island. You see that? You're looking into the past right now. you're looking at how the planet came apart. And it's not plate tectonics that's showing you this. You see that? It's pretty amazing. And then if I keep going in towards, if I keep going in more. Okay, hold on. Shit. Hold on. Crap. Okay, hold on. I got it now, I think. Here it comes in. Hold on, let me get this right. Yeah, right here. Okay. Comes in, it lines up there, and you can see that it also fits in here. So it's fit. This is fit in here, here, and here, and the edge. It's pretty impressive. And you can see that this is the same distance as this gouge is. Oh, wow, yeah, right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Then, look, Yellowstone Park again. Fitting underneath this island. Here, look, check it out. There it is. Remember I was saying Yellowstone Park is all over the planet. This is what I'm talking about. Its reoccurring pattern is all over the planet. Yellowstone Park must be, it must have one of the tubes or some, I don't know, somehow it's still getting the, activity. Not getting the electrical activity, but it's getting the volcanic residual activity still. But I'm pretty sure it could never blow like it did that left the, the crater and all that there in Utah and stuff. I'm pretty sure you don't have to worry about that, because that would take the amount of energy that did that was what basically created the planet. So I doubt that's going to happen again. But then again, you never know. Okay, here's a look at it now without South America in the way. So you can see the alignment still. You see that? There's California. And that basin area lines up with Papua New Guinea right here. And it lines up well because I can see it with my eyes. After a while you get better at noticing alignments the more you do this. But okay, let me scoot more this way. So we're coming past that. There's Yellowstone Park right on mark with this island. I mean, how many islands? It's an odd-looking island too. It just looks like a turtle, but it's obviously the same thing that made Yellowstone Park. Made that. And then here's our Yellowstone Park in area 2. Looks like you could take it and move it right in right here. And then it looks like, if you think about it, oh, this is where I have to flip around, I think. It'll still line up, but it fits both ways. But yeah, if I reverse this is when it starts to reverse. I think what happens, it might be reversing several times through here, and because I'm only lining up the one way. If I turn it around the other way, it'll probably line up in the same areas, the correct way that it would sit. And you can see the spill out. Right here. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, look. And this this goes and fits over here too. Trippy. So, does anybody still doubt me? I'm sure there is, but that's okay. It's only a matter of time. You can see these lining up right here, by the way. It's pretty cool. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that. Check out what I think made, what's that called? I forget the name of this, right here off our coast. Look at that. Yellowstone Park made that. Look, see? And then I bet you, yep. I mean, it's only logical. And this is probably the opposite side. This is the reversal. I'm telling you, that's what's going on here. Trippy, huh? See how that lines up now? Look at this cutout right here, or this bay or whatever, and then you got this one. You got what filled it. This is why it helps to have the truth on your side, because when you have the truth on your side, things line up and you don't even have to try. They just do. And anybody wants to argue this with me, bring it. I don't think you have a chance, though. But I'm grateful for the people that support me, because, you know, in the beginning, I took a lot of heat from these trolls and stuff, and it was pretty rough. And this is not the end of it. This is not even the best stuff yet. So there's more stuff. And I'm going to put that in the next video. I was going to do a video on explaining my whole theory, breaking it down. I'm still going to do that, but I wanted to do this one first because that other one is going to take a while. It's a little bit more complicated to make. So thanks for watching.